Such a good thing. You should keep it for Olivia. It's a pity to give it to me. Smiling happily, Olivia grabbed the meat and swallowed it whole before her mother could say anything. I could even hear the juices popping. Before long the whole plate of meat was eaten up by Olivia. She leaned back in the chair contentedly, her belly slightly bulging. How about that? I told you the snake meat is good. After just one meal, the baby has grown up. If you eat it for 7 months, he will be full of energy. Tenderly Miss Crescent as well. Tina clapped her hands and picked up the phone to contact the supplier. He was distracted. I sat aside and thought about countermeasures. Miss Crescent as well. The tragic scenes of my previous life were still vivid in my mind. I needed to take advantage of the chance to get all the Keith family into trouble. I would be very careful and not touch the snake meat at all. Me got off work. Tina got a plate of snake meat from somewhere and placed it in the middle of the table. I ate vegetables quietly, pretending to ignore others. Olivia has a good appetite, so it must be a boy. Oh, look at you. You can't even bear a son for my family, Tina complained, very unhappy about it. Meanwhile, she kept talking about how nutritious snake meat was. Andy didn't speak for me, just asking me why I didn't eat. Emily considerately put the meat into his bowl and said guiltily, Mom is right. And since I can't bear a son, how can I have the right to eat such high-quality food? He dispelled suspicions and nodded in agreement, swallowing deeply. Unsure that 3 of them had eaten it, I smiled with satisfaction. I repented and apologized to the baby in my belly. Dear, I'm sorry, but there's nothing Mommy can do. After dinner, I stood up and went back to my room, but Tina stopped me. I have something to tell you. Us present as well. Olivia is pregnant now, so we have to be careful with what she eats and drinks. Our house is too small. Anyway, present if well don't you have a house, let her stay there for a few days, and we will return it to you after she's done with the confinement. I was stunned. Didn't happen in my previous life. What a shameless. The house belongs to my father, and he lives there now. Isn't it inappropriate for Olivia to go there? I spoke coldly and then looked at Andy. Andy said that he would contact my father. He wished my father to vacate the room and then Olivia could move in. She bears a son, and it's precious. Your family should take care of her carefully. In an instant, I understood why they didn't drop a house in my previous life, but it happened now. It was just because they thought Olivia was pregnant with a son. Why should my family care for her just because she is pregnant? I wondered. I couldn't let them achieve what they wished easily. With that in mind, I laughed and hated them even more. I'll ask my dad to move out this week and let Olivia move in.